be seated. Welcome everybody to the University of Lancashire's graduation ceremony, at which we're delighted to be celebrating the successes of our fabulous graduates. And welcome too to those who are watching this online across the globe. It guarantees to be a day you will all remember. I'm now pleased to invite our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Graham Baldwin, to say a few words of welcome to you all and to reflect on the significance of what you've achieved.
Welcome to the University of Lancashire. Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Honorary Fellows, distinguished guests, proud family and friends, and most importantly the graduands, it is my privilege to welcome you all to this wonderful occasion, graduation at the University of Lancashire. Today is a celebration of achievement, perseverance and transformation. It marks not just the end of one chapter, but the beginning of another, one filled with promise, purpose and potential. Before we begin, let me share something that defines who we are as a university. Our motto, Ex Solo Ad Solem, sung during the procession, means from the earth to the sun. This is more than a phrase. The motto reflects our founding purpose, to help individuals from whatever background to aspire towards knowledge and progress. It embodies education as a transformative force, enabling students to reach their full potential. It was adopted in 1828, so has been a guiding principle for nearly 200 years. It reminds us that learning is not static. It is a journey of elevation, of striving towards the best version of ourselves. Today, you embody that journey. Graduation is important because it is a milestone that recognises years of hard work, including very often late nights, early mornings, and countless moments of growth. It is a moment to pause and reflect on how far you've come, but also to look ahead with courage and with confidence. Education is not just about knowledge, it is also about character and purpose. And never has the world needed thoughtful, principled change makers more than it does today. We live in a time of profound uncertainty, from climate change and global health challenges to economic instability, technological disruption, and increasing geopolitical tensions. Our world is complex and ever-changing. But in the face of these challenges, there is hope, and much of that hope resides with you as our graduates. You are entering the world not just with degrees and qualifications, but with a greater understanding of the world around you. You've learned to think critically, to question assumptions, to engage with diverse perspectives, and to act with empathy and integrity. These are not just academic skills, these are life skills, and exactly the skills that the world needs now. As the philosopher John Dewey once said, education is not preparation for life, education is life itself. Your time at university has prepared you not just for a job, but for a life of contribution, curiosity, and courage. Here at the University of Lancashire, we are proud of the role that we play in shaping the future. Over the past few years, our university has achieved remarkable success in research and innovation. 72% of our submissions to the Research Excellence Framework were adjudged to have outstanding or very considerable impact worldwide, reaching 68 countries and over 18 million people. This translates as the University of Lancashire being 63rd for research power, adjudged against over 140 UK institutions. Our researchers are tackling real-world problems, from improving maternity care and solving crime to advancing health technologies and supporting deaf education in India. One of our cosmology PhD students who recently discovered the Big Ring the second ultra-large structure in deep space, followed this up by being invited to present the 4th Penrose Lecture at Oxford University. This is all the more remarkable when you consider that the first Penrose Lecture was given by the world-famous theoretical physicist and author of A Brief History of Time, Sir Stephen Hawking. And also one of our archaeology team, Dr. Brenna Hassett, has just won a £1 million grant from the Wellcome Trust entitled Tracing Diseases of Contact at the End of Human Mobility. And our experts are heard and seen on a regular basis, appearing on television, radio, and in print media, discussing their areas of expertise, explaining their latest findings and impact, and giving expert opinion on global activities. Dr. Megan Argo was earlier this year on BBC Breakfast, helping us to understand what went wrong when a Japanese moonlander named Resilience crashed during its attempted lunar landing on the 5th of June this year. Very relevant, considering our motto. We are proud of the very significant contribution we make to the supply of key workers. Here we educate medics, health workers, police, vets, social workers, lawyers, and many, many more. And few of us, if any, will go through life without being touched by several of these professions. And universities like the University of Lancashire work with 93% of NHS trusts. We account for 64% of all universities that deliver adult nursing, 76% of nursing students, 70% of midwifery students, and 78% of social work students study at universities like ours. We are truly a university of and for our region, with national and global influence. But today is not about the university and its achievements, it's about you. You face challenges of your own. Some of you studied through a pandemic, others balanced work, family, and study, and no doubt most of you have faced moments of doubt. But you persevered, and that resilience will serve you well. It is apt, therefore, to reflect on the words of Roger Federer, the famous tennis player, when also speaking at a graduation ceremony. He said, "Not everything you try will work. Not every risk will pay off. Not every call will be the right one. But that's okay. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. What matters is how you respond, how you learn, and how you grow. Remember that success is not about perfection, it's about persistence. Even the greatest champions face setbacks." Federer went on to ask, "What percentage of the points do you think I won in my career?" Only 54%. In other words, even top-ranked tennis players win barely more than half the points they play. That means he lost nearly half the time and still became a champion and a legend. The lesson: you don't need to win every point, or indeed every interview, or every opportunity. What matters is how you respond, how you learn, and how you keep moving forward. Resilience, not perfection, is the key. So as you step into the next phase of your journey, whether it's further study, a new job, or something entirely unexpected, know this: you are ready, you are equipped, and you are very much needed. We are incredibly proud of you, and we hope that you are proud of us too, for the education we've provided, the community we've built, and the values that we've shared. Before I close, I want to offer heartfelt thanks to all those who supported our graduates along the way. Families, friends, mentors, and loved ones. Your encouragement, patience, and belief have made this day possible. Let's take a moment to thank them for their love and support, for they have played an integral role in your success. Graduates, please join me in a massive round of applause for them. To our dedicated academic staff and professional services teams, thank you for your unwavering commitment to excellence, inclusion, and student success. And finally, to our graduates, congratulations. You've earned this moment. From all of us at the University of Lancashire, we wish you every success, every joy, and every opportunity in the future. Leave this hall with confidence, go forward with pride, go forward with purpose, and never stop learning. Thank you.
Graduands, it's now the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of your awards. You'll be guided all the way by our university ushers and will cross the stage individually once your name is read out. So please make sure you bring your named seat cards with you to the stage. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards from the School of Psychology and Humanities. For a thesis entitled The Added Value of Participating in Learning Communities for Adult Learners, the degree of Doctor of Education is awarded to Nasrullah Anwar. For a thesis entitled Creative Resistance as a Way of Being Engaging, Person-Centred Counselling Teachers in Participatory Action Research, the degree of Doctor of Education is awarded to Deborah Bentley. For a thesis entitled Digital Dialogues, Unravelling the Impact of Social Media and Microblogging on Communication Patterns within Computer Science in Higher Education, the degree of Doctor of Education is awarded to Nicole Danino. For a thesis entitled Forest School from the Perspectives of Children in One Junior School, Identifying Children's Outdoor Interest to Inform National Curriculum Learning, the degree of Doctor of Education is awarded to Nathan Dodd. For a thesis entitled Sessional Clinical Teachers' Perceptions of Their Role in Chairside Training and Assessment of Undergraduate Dental Students at an English University, a phenomenographic study, the degree of Doctor of Education is awarded to Mark Walwock. For a thesis entitled Research into the Experience of Intimate Partner Abuse, Perpetration and Victimisation within the Bisexual Population, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Evan Daly. For a thesis entitled Exploring the Effective Relations of Prison Education Space in England, Disentangling Teacher Experience through Post-Qualitative Inquiry, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Lucy Harding. For a thesis entitled Religious Freedom and State Recognition of Belief, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Brandon Taylor. For a thesis entitled Nurturing Narratives, Exploring Parental Engagement in Dialogic Reading and the Effects on Children's Language, Cognitive and Social Emotional Development, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy by Portfolio is awarded to Claire Pillinger. for a thesis entitled Nikolai Leskov, 1831 to 1895, Lefty, 1881, a comparative analysis of Russian to English translations exploring linguistic and cultural dimensions. The degree of Master of Arts by Research is awarded to Karolina Belikova. Master of Arts in North Korean Studies, Sarah Robb. Naomi Thorpe. Master of Arts in Religion, Culture and Society, Amy Haslam. Hannah Coronage. Hannah Plowman. Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, Elizabeth Diang. Svetlova Dzambazov. Iqbal Patel. Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages with Applied Linguistics, Tina Abbott. Yusuf Ahmed Khan. Mazia Maleki. Rabia Beg Mirza. Siobhan Louisa Dawson. Andrew Eminson Smith. Kelly Lee Illingworth Turner. Shannon Riley. Master of Research in History, Kona Dunstan. Oluwatosin Emmanuel Hamed. Master of Science in Applied Clinical Psychology, Usman Ahmed. Varsha Mahesh Aswani. Zainab Alibaba. Megan Bailey. Samreen Bai. Stephanie Collinson. Emily Coogan. Caitlin Ditchfield. Emily Farr. Annelyn Grace Gigi. Millicent Hallat. Faye Inglis. Hannah Jenkins. Elle Lockley. Sophia Mahmood. Megan Marsh. Ellie Metcalf. Lorna Mileson. Shifana Musliam Batil Sajiv. Jehoshua Elangosa Asamwanta Owen Biugi. Rebecca Partington Jameson. Grace Perry. Momina Qureshi. Aisha Ramzan. Emma Rawicki. Callum Taylor. Master of Science in Applied Forensic Psychology, Jade Bain. Lucy Greenow. Bethany Hay. Sage Hutchinson. Emily Nightingale. Abigail Sloan. Loveth Oganirona Akpoviri. Laiba Ansari. Hayley Busby. David Craddock. Casey Houghton. Joseph Hughes. Rebecca Lowe. Jodie Marcroft. Halima Patel. Simon Perkis. Gabriella Rocha. Carly Ryan. Victoria Shaw. Adam Spencer Purvis. Rian Suti. Gigio Varghese. Sarah Yates. Donna Young. Master of Science in Psychology of Child Development, Ellie Brodie. Adam Cartwright. Sarah Finbow McMyler. Emily Hill. Tricia Kuvana Ramaswamy. Postgraduate Diploma in Associate Psychological Practitioner, Benny Tishimbi. Postgraduate Diploma in British Sign Language, English Interpreting and Translation, Elizabeth Burns. Postgraduate Certificate in Academic Practice, Louise Brindle. David Collett. Jenny Durkin. Pamela Horrocks. Tony Maguire. Leah Oates. Joshua Rawstron. Kira Redburn. Thomas Stables. Adejumoke Talbot. Hannah Titterington Simpson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Asia Pacific Studies, Christian Hemming. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education Studies, Emma Allenby. Menaz Shah. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in History, Gary Richardson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, Japanese and Korean, Annie Hedrick. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, Spanish and Russian, Irina Vorobozha. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Clinical Psychology, Emma Dixon. Lydia Griffith. Marley McGowan. Shama Shafiq. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Psychology, Alicia McDermott. Mercedes Norris. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Neuropsychology, Holly Deere. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Neuroscience, Michael Alley. Hannah Hussain. Uma Salma Sulman. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology, Mason Bell. Jenny Elisha. Nicole Dickinson. Sarah McQueenie. Joanna Haelni Michelia. Humaira Naheem. Rachel Reed. Victoria Zolotova. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology and Criminology, Thomas Didseal. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology with Psychotherapy and Counselling, Mumbashira Dewan. Ashley Hewitt. Leonie Madaloso. Harry Mashita. Amy Riveros Flancer. Lauren Santos. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Psychology and Humanities.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards from the School of Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences. For a thesis entitled Advanced Nanostructured Coatings with Enhanced Antimicrobial Properties, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Mohammed Suleiman Beg. For a thesis entitled Exploring Molecular Links Between Glioma and Alzheimer's Disease, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Christy Montalbo. For a thesis entitled Chemical Profiling of Endophytic and Marine Organism-Derived Microorganisms from Diverse Egyptian Ecosystems, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Jack Robinson. For a thesis entitled Biochemical Processes Associated with Memory Impairment in a Transgenic Mouse Model Relevant to Alzheimer's Disease, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Wesley Ward. Master of Pharmacy with Honours, Mohammed Adam. Ali Badawi. Reem Al-Miham. Owa Ali. Aisha Degia. Taqib Habib. Hunar Hamid. Sana Hussain. Hamza Karim. Aisha Kazi. Uzma Khalid. Numan Khan. Safullah Khan. Mohammed Kola. Wafia Lakahal. Ala Leach. Anjasom Michael. Ariba Nadim. Aisha Nazir. Hamza Naveed. Noor Nawaz. Amina Patel. Fatima Patel. Misbah Patel. Nazneen Abdul Aziz Patel. Ruman Patel. Siona Ribichan. Nafisa Sheikh. Maria Sadat. Mercy Dwani. Hafsa Siddiq. Manjeevan Singh. Noor Wathig Tama. Master of Research in Cancer Biology, Chloe Gaythorpe. Amna Talat. Farah Zutar. Master of Research in Neuroscience, Sayuja Ashok. Rajazri Eid. Anisa Mahmood. Maria Maksood. Eman Mohammed. Nana Kwazi Afuri Ansar. Preksha Nidmad Vijayakumar. For a thesis entitled Development of Lipid-Based Nanoparticles Formulation Loaded with Potential Anti-Cancer Active Compounds for Future Glioblastoma Therapy, the degree of Master of Science by Research is awarded to Mustafa Adnan Ali. Master of Science in Cancer Biology and Therapy, Samira Halak. Pravalika Thakala. Master of Science in Drug Discovery and Development, Bridget Sharon Biloa Atangana. Master of Science in Drug Discovery and Development with Professional Placement, Srijith Kadiala. Abhishek Mari. Oniyinyi Vivian Okoli. Lucy Chinello Okpalema. Sail Prasanna Varanganti. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Biology, Taha Khan. Wasila Mullah. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Biomedical Science, Shahid Ali. Nora Nasir J. Almatar. Inam Arshad. Oluwafanimi Ayanda. Faisal Azam. Cody Boothman. Abigail Buchanan. Mohammed Aslam Malayil. Aliyah Hayat. Lucy Howard. Zain Hussain. Madison McAteer. Keely Medley. Jessica Norwood. Divya Patel. Samuel Porubsky. Irene Mary Samuel. Chibuze Kingsley Aduji Emaniki. Essa Ugratar. Ishmael Youssef. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Chemistry, Umayya Ali. Robert Osmond. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Healthcare Science, Victoria Basterfield. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pharmaceutical Sciences, Mohammed El Shabini Badawi. Hadra Gulab. Hazamullah Mer Siddiq. Fatima Patel. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pharmacology, Rayan Mohammed. David Shalabi. Jenny Watson was a very dear friend and colleague for staff and students in the School of Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences, who sadly passed away suddenly and unexpectedly in April this year. She had been working towards a Master of Education in the School of Psychology and Humanities, and so it is fitting that both schools are graduating at this ceremony. Jenny worked for Boots the Chemist as a pharmacist and manager, and was also responsible for training pharmacy graduates to become pharmacists. For the last 15 years, she had also worked part-time for us here at the University of Lancashire, where she was held in the highest regard by both students and staff. Jenny brought with her a wealth of experience of what the community pharmacy workforce needed, and she made sure it was incorporated into the M-Pharm programme. She sat on the Greater Manchester Local Pharmaceutical Committee and the Manchester Healthcare Academy Board. She set up vaccination sites in COVID. She volunteered for pharmacy support as a listening friend, and she achieved the accolade of Fellow of the Faculty of the Royal Pharmaceutical Society for being a recognised leader. We were extremely lucky to have had Jenny as such a role model for community pharmacy in the school. Jenny was extremely passionate about education, so much so that she did her postgraduate diploma here and then went on to start her master's. She was a great supporter for other students on the course and would regularly arrange online study sessions to provide further motivation as deadlines approached. Jenny will be greatly missed by both staff and students in the school and in the university. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. Congratulations to every single one of you who have received their award. I am delighted to welcome to the stage Melanie Waite, who is going to perform for us today. Melanie is currently in her third year studying law here at the University of Lancashire. Outside of her studying, Melanie is a soul and Motown singer who has been touring the Northwest for the past 15 years, entertaining crowds at weddings, events, parties and more. As well as being a successful solo artist, she also fronts a jazz events trio and 4-piece rock band. You're in for a real treat today. Please put your hands together for our very own Melanie Waite.
Just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned, staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I break traditions, sometimes my tries are outside the lines. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. Thank you, well done everyone.
The ceremony is very nearly finished, and it's almost time for the celebrations to really get going with your families, friends, loved ones and supporters. But we need something symbolic to kick things off. So please listen to the following instructions very carefully. Firstly, all non-graduates in the room, please get your cameras ready for a great photo opportunity. And secondly, graduates, please all stand and take off your mortarboards. You know what's coming. Now, when I count to 3, and only when I count to 3, I want you all to throw your mortarboards up into the air in the traditional fashion and in celebration of what you've achieved during your time here at the university. But please, don't throw them too high or too far to avoid them injuring you or someone else. But more importantly, because once you've retrieved your mortarboard, it is yours to take home and keep with the university's best wishes. So, here we go. On a count of 3, throw your mortarboards in the air and give a big cheer. And then we will all follow with a further 3 cheers. Look, your fans are ready. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Now, if you could please all take your seats for one last time, whilst I explain the final stage of this amazing special day. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion and sharing this special day with our university community. Once we have sung the national anthem, the platform party will leave the stage, and graduates, you will process out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. So please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. Guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the graduates and platform party have left the hall. You will then be guided through the doors at the side by the ushers to rejoin your graduate in the Student Centre for post-ceremony celebrations. We hope you've enjoyed the ceremony today. Well done to you all, and congratulations once again. For those who can, please now stand for the national anthem of Great Britain.